Hello and welcome back to the On the Respect and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And yeah, big episode of Smackdown this week. We got a fatal four-way to decide who will face Santos Escobar in the US Invitational Tournament. Dominic Mysterio defended the North American Championship before Roman Reigns faced Jey Uso to discuss their SummerSlam match. So lots going on, and we started things off with that four-way match. Grimes sent Ray outside before Knight tossed Grimes and Sheamus out and started posing in the ring. After a break, Ray and Sheamus teamed up and hit the beats of the battering on Grimes and Knight before Sheamus blocked a 619 and hit a backstabber on Mysterio. Knight dropped Sheamus on the apron before we headed for a Tower of Doom spot in the corner. Ray and Grimes ended up outside and Austin Theory got taken out in a carnage. Back in the ring, Sheamus got the white noise for a near fall on LA Knight before Sheamus spent too much time showboating and Knight reversed his finisher. We then got a series of near falls before Ray got a double 619 on Sheamus and Grimes. He was going to get the pin, but Austin Theory broke it up and dragged it out ringside. Escobar chased Theory into the crowd before LA Knight and got the big elbow drop but the rope kick. Grimes then got the cave in but Ray picked up the sunset flip bomb, picking up the win. And yeah, this gets 7 out of 10 from me. On the whole, I thought it was a really entertaining match. Obviously, would have loved to see LA Knight win, but I think Ray v Escobar sets up a really interesting dynamic. Interesting stuff as well, potentially in the pipeline for LA Knight post SummerSlam. So I'm not going to get totally against it as long as that does happening. And yeah, I think Ray probably the most logical winner in the storyline here. But yeah, a really good match to kick off the show. 7 out of 10. We then saw the Creed brothers backstage after they being forced to leave NXT after a match against Schism. Austin Theory told Adam Pearce to book a non-title match against Escobar for attacking him tonight. Before it's time for Charlotte versus Io Sky. Charlotte hurt her knee early in the match and Io was trying to take advantage of the injury. She got caught on the follow stand before Charlotte got a near fall for big clothesline. Sky cancelled the top rope move and hit a powerbomb before Shotzi appeared on the screen around the ring and Bayley got freaked out and left. The distraction now Charlotte's got a takedown before dodging a moonsault and she went for a moonsault as well but missed. Io tried for a moonsault but Charlotte got a near fall off a spear. We then got some reversals for both women as Charlotte hit natural selection for the win. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 for me. Something like this had to be rewritten a bit with Oscar attacking Flair after match and getting an armbar in. But you know, it kind of sets up a story as well. Kind of one complaint I would have with Io Sky being a bit of a fourth wheeler here when she is missed Money in the Bank. She should have a more featured role, but it's all setting up for a triple threat match. And yeah, kind of in a way, just reminding us Money in the Bank is there. So yeah, that was good stuff. And also good to see the Creed brothers on SmackDown as well. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what they can do on the main roster. Dirty Dom is the new NXT North American Champion and showed up on SmackDown to brag about it. Butch came out and asked him for a title match. Dominic tried to freeze, but Shawn Michaels booked it anyway. Fair enough. Before it's time for Austin Theory versus Santos Escobar. Escobar had the early advantage and they hit a big drop kick before sending the US champ outside. Back from a break, Santos hit a big dive to the outside and took Theory out. Theory then got a brainbuster but Escobar dodged the A-Town down and got a big top rope diver. Santos hit the Fenton driver and pinned the US champion, which was a bit of a surprise, I do have to say. But yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 for me. A really good match. And yeah, definitely setting up a very interesting storyline angle, depending on what happens next week as well with the LWO, what's going to happen there. And yeah, I have to say, it has got me intrigued, and it could go multiple directions, but I'm looking forward to seeing where it does go, where it's time for Dom versus Butch for the North American Championship. Butch had control of the match early on, and while the fingers, Rhea Ripley handed Dominic with a big message chain while the ref was distracted, but before Ridge came in and took it away before Dom could use it. Back after a break, the Pretty Deadly came out and Prince was on the wheelchair before Holland and Butch chased him off. Back in the ring, we got another distraction from Rhea before Dominic sent Butch into the ring post and picked up the win. And yeah, it gets 7 out of 10 for me. A good first defence. For Dominic Mysterio, against anyone with Rhea Ripley is there as well. But yeah, I don't know. I said it on NXT out of 10. I do kind of like this stuff. It is really entertaining. Dom is does such great work in this position. And it gets 7 out of 10 for me. This was good stuff. Before Jey Uso and Roman Reigns were out next, as were Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. Jey and Roman sat down before the latter asked Uso if he wants to do it. Jey said that Roman put Jimmy in the hospital and he just had to get revenge. Roman said he didn't get it before signing the match contract. However, Jey tore out this contract and said that they didn't need it since that was now tribal combat. Roman asked if the elders knew about it and Jey said it was their idea. It looks like we're headed for a tribal themed street fight. Roman was furious but put his tribal chief necklace on the title, signifying that his spot as leader in the WWE Universal title was now on the line. Jey turned around as Roman and the crew were leaving, but Solo returned to try for the Smurfs title. Roman then stopped Solo from hitting the move before Jey took Solo out with a super kick. And Roman and Solo walked out the ramp as SmackDown went off the air and kind of asserting their dominance. And yeah, that's a really key storyline angle I think in this one, and how it's all going to end up going. And yeah, obviously the tension within the bloodline is palpable. And yeah, it is very interesting the way it's all going, and the way it just keeps you interested from week to week. It's just absolutely incredible storytelling, just brilliant stuff. Yeah, loved it. Overall, SmackDown this week gets 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed this week's episode of SmackDown. The main event, Dirty Dom defending his title, the build up in the US title, the team match we had based on that, I thought was all really enjoyable. Big kind of time women's match as well, despite having to maybe race and rewrites. So yeah, on the whole, it was a really entertaining show, and I thought well booked as well. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, don't subscribe for daily wrestling news, and subscribe for greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.